Hello friends, welcome once again for the studies of financial management. Today we are going to learn the several concepts related to capital structure and sources of capital. This particular thing comes under a unit called capitalization. So friends, capital is nothing but the funds required to initiate any business operation. Whenever any big business tycoon initiates new business activity, the first and foremost and the most important thing that he requires is capital. So, capital is the amount that you will require to acquire the fixed assets. Taking it to the next, if you will be raising the capital, of course the capital has several ways to get it acquired. I call it as sources of capital. The several sources of capital will frame the structure of capital formation in a business organization. So this is one such structure that I have shown to all of you. So in short, capital structure is nothing but the makeup of firm's capitalization, or through which you can better map how the capital has formed in a particular organization. Several ways through capital can be raised is equity shares, preference shares, reserves, debentures, bonds and long-term loans. The contribution of each one of them in the process of capital formation is what we call it as capital structure. So from those structure also you might have understood the several sources of capital. Basically, in any business organization, let that be a small firm of retailers or a big business tycoons like Reliance, all of them raises their capital through two major sources. I categorize them amongst equity sources, which are also known as own sources, and borrowed sources or debt sources. Several examples of equity sources are equity shares, preference shares, and debentures and reserves and surplus. When it comes to debt sources, they are debenture, bond and long-term loan. Long-term loan are also known as long-term liabilities or long-term borrowings. Friends, the basic difference in both of these sources of capital is the first source, that is equity or owner source, are the sources that gives you the ownership of the company. Whereas the debt sources or the borrowed sources are the sources from the external world, so they don't give ownership. For example, when a shareholder is buying the shares of the company, he becomes the owner of company on partly basis. Whereas if any bank or financial institution extends loan or bond to your business for raising the capital, they don't become your owners. They will only have the claim on the repayment of the loan that they have provided or the interest that they will be charging. So they don't become your owners. So the basic difference between both of this is extension of ownership. Taking it to the next level, we will keep continuing our studies of capital, which is one of the most essential aspect in the process of financial management. Keep watching the videos of capitalization, and thanks for keeping the same for the past times. Thank you.